very excited to chat with you both for Constellation. It is such a beautiful and mind-bending show, to say the least. Peter, I'll come to you first. Absolutely. Peter, I'll come to you first. Where did the concept for the show really first come about?
I mean, it came about because, firstly, I'd had a bit of a spooky experience in a cabin in the woods in Sweden once upon a time. That there was the sound of a little girl in the forest calling out for her mama. And this would come in the night and drift in through the windows, and we couldn't really work out where she was or whether she was there at all. And it was quite a haunting little sound, and and this would happen kind of every evening for a few nights, and that image of a little ghost girl in the forest, lost and crying out for her mum, stuck with me. And when I was writing something about space, which happened to be about a woman, a mother stuck on the ISS and trying to get back to her little girl, I kind of realized that little girl must, it was the girl in the forest, and the whole show is really about how those two lost parents and children, joined together. So it was two different things which kind of collided and made the story, basically.
Well, it's a very interesting convergence, and I love the way that it factors into the heart of the show and Numi's character. Michelle, I'll turn to you next. The show is beautiful, by the way. It looks gorgeous, every set, every sequence. What was some of the big key ideas that you had for bringing the look of the show, or creating the look of the show?
Well, first of all, collaboration with Marcus Froder, our cinematographer, and Andy Nicholson, our production designer. It was really important to me that we go to actual locations. So we actually shot in the Arctic for the cabin. Andy built the exterior of the cabin on a lake during the summer, and then we waited for it to freeze over in the snow to come. And we went to the desert in Morocco at the foot of the Atlas Mountains for Kazakhstan. I had seen some pictures of Kazakhstan, and I if you go off course, if you land off course, you can land near the base of the mountains. And I was like, okay, I've been to the Atlas Mountains. That's where we need to go. And of course, building the ISS. So it was wonderful that Apple and Turbine and Haute Decor allowed us and supported us to go to these actual locations. It gives the project a lot of scope, and it's very epic. And we have this amazing cast. Zero G was the hardest thing, but I wanted to create a sense of intimacy when we're on the ISS, a sense of claustrophobia, of confinement, but also the sense of voyeurism that perhaps somebody is watching, and perhaps that's actually yourself from another reality ultimately. And so there's a mixture of genres. There's a mixture of drama, thriller, horror. I've pulled on lots of different genre elements to bring to this, and that was really exciting to do it. Not to mention that Peter wrote a nonlinear story, so we're playing with time, different times, and we're playing with is this actually happening or is it not actually happening? And one of my favorite scenes, or two favorite scenes, is when Alice disappears from the bathtub, and then when Alice and Joe disappear in the helicopter. And you have this moment of, what if this happened to me? How would I deal with it? And did that just happen, or am I going crazy? And so there's so many different ways to answer that question. But I would say that for me, I always like to do subjective storytelling. I want to put the audience into the character's head and have you go on this experience, on this ride with them. So pulling on a lot of different genres, which we brought to the table.
Well, I love the way that you did it, because, I mean, in fact, it feels so much like all of those genres in one. The helicopter scene in particular caught me by surprise. So I love that. I see I'm already out of time, so I guess I'll have to let you both go. But if the chance comes, I got to keep talking to you about it, because this show has so much to dissect. So thank you so much for taking the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.
Thank you, Grant. Talk to you again.
Yeah, I hope so.